Welcome to the Long Game Podcast. We have Luke from Tamworth. G'day, Luke.
Mark Sleeman, thank you so much for having me, mate.
I've been in the closet thinking about this for a long time, and I'm so happy that we were able to connect and make this happen. On behalf of all our listeners, I want to apologise for my absolute shocking performance today, because I'm with Tamworth royalty and I need to keep it cool, keep it calm. But I'm going to give a bit of a brief bio for those that aren't aware of Luke, the incognito Tamworth King. He's currently serving as the Deputy Sub Vice Secretary, acting in brackets, for the Tamworth Propaganda Unit. And it is a very important position. Developed with an interest of journalism and civic duty, responsibilities for the fourth estate during a highly competitive experience with work placement in the Northern Daily Leader.
Yes. And can I just say, because we're in the PRD building today,
Yeah.
I love what you've done with the placement.
Thank
Love
you.
it. The last time I was here, I was a work experience student, year 10 at the Northern Daily Leader. And that's where I learned all these skills of, integrity and journalism and truth telling, despite what the consequences may be. That all went out the window when I started the Tamworth Propaganda Unit. But little known fact, my desk was across from Barry Smith.
There you go.
Photographer, one of the greats from the Northern Daily Leader.
He's the OG.
And I've heard he's got some pretty big, cute grandchildren too.
He sure does. There was no benefit from my end. It was his incredible daughter that pushed the strong genes through.
Shout out Jackie.
Shout out Jackie. And Bazza, he's an absolute weapon. We love him dearly. And isn't that incredible? I had no idea about that. So it's a full circle moment. You're here as one of the greats, back in the building that inspired you into journalism and always truth-telling journalism.
It's a bit of a beautiful arc when you put it that way.
It is very, and I'm trying to work out who the villain in this might be, and I think there's a spot there I might slip in as the token villain. What do you reckon?
I reckon Mark Sleeman.
Yes. So we've got strategic glazing of Tamworth. I love that. And can you tell me a bit more about the long-term objectives with that?
Essentially, we're just trying to spread the good word of Tamworth. Just trying to show people what it's like to live here. Let's go beyond your four McDonald's, even though it's great, yum. Your golden guitars, even though we love country music. We need that initial character building kitschiness of a rural town. But let's take it to the next level. Let's show, the community. Let's show the wonderful people that make up this community. Let's show the wonderful infrastructure that's here, that's, the Tamworth Regional Council has built up, Tamworth Regional Playground, the Grand Phantom Skywalk. That's kind of the goal of the Tamworth Propaganda Unit. And as you would know in real estate, Mark, there's the truth and there's the truth. So we kind of, we toe that line at the propaganda unit is basically where we're at.
Renovated alike.
Yes.
Is if you have $4,000 million to spend,
yes,
or knocked down. And it's a slippery slope.
Yeah. But
the Tamworth Propaganda Unit, without fail, always is right on the mark.
I think my favourite one of those is a stone's throw from the CBD. Ooh. But the throw is like a heat directly into the sun.
A stone's throw, like a ballistic missile from just a quick stone's throw. So what are some other good ones? Gosh, there's got to be some more.
Hit me with the
we've got abs. What do you reckon? What are some other good ones? Don't involve me in this, Mark. I'm just getting the shaking head. We've got the Renovators Delight. We've got the Renovate or Detonate. We have of course, the walking distance to CBD. And that's probably for Kittingle to Tamworth.
What's the Lionel Hut say? It's cozy, and like Marge can't actually open the dishwasher.
Quaint, cozy, leafy, and there's 3 magnolias planted out the front of.
Leafy has a bit of break.
That's right. You've got water views and there's an open sewer easement running in the backyard.
It's not wrong, people. It's not
absolutely incorrect.
Wrong.
But it's just semantics, right? And we've got sporting achievements here.
Yes.
Fantastic sporting
Oh,
achievements.
how embarrassing. Go on.
Well, the reality of the situation is the Tamworth Surf Club Open Men's Division. You were honorary life member.
I am, yes.
Honorary life member, and that is just incredible. Kalala Beach.
Kalala Beach.
You know, the Kalala Beach is a rare sight.
Yes. So rare that some debate its existence. It is real. Kalala Beach.
Yes.
And yes. Speaking of the surf club, I've got a gift for you, mate. We've got a gift from Tamworth Surf Club here. We've got Born for the Salt, Destined for Dirt, and that's for you, Mark.
Thank you so much, mate. Very much appreciated.
We've also got a couple of air fresheners for what are you driving? Is it
Tarago? Tarago.
Right.
To me kids. Lebos and KFC, Tarago.
As long as it's got good supplement.
How's it going, right? Feels good.
Yeah.
Feels right.
Yeah.
It's
right.
I'm feeling honoured, man. I brought you something from First Class Peel Street and your Panther post. And gosh, here's the Panther, the king. This is for you.
Thank you, mate. We got Black Panther here.
Yes.
Shout out Maury, Black Panther. I know that you do exist. I will find you along with the other sort of yowies out there.
Man, I 100% think it exists because every now and again there's a social post of a panther showing up and it's not somewhere else. You can tell the gum trees. It's got to be real, right?
Yes.
I'm not silly there. Like, it's not a monkey yowie thing. There's a panther rolling around. But the reality, like, how every story about something escaping a zoo is from 30 or 40 years ago.
Didn't hold it, yeah.
Yeah, so how is a panther 30 or 40 years old? Can they live that long?
Look, bring up lunch.
How long a panther can live? We will find you.
We've got the important questions here on the podcast.
Yes, I hope you didn't come for any true guidance, but you will be pleasantly impressed about the panther's livability. We'll be there very shortly.
A little bit more for you, Mark.
Yes.
We've got a sweet orange air freshener from Tamworth Surf Club.
Oh.
We've got the Tamworth Magpie. I didn't know this recently, but this is our official animal mascot. Is the magpie.
The magpie.
Yes, and that's why the rugby club are the magpies.
Ah.
We've got a Pure River Bat. Shout out Pure River Bats, and we've got I love country music for maybe 10 days in January.
That is fantastic, mate. Thank you so much. I love that.
Enjoy.
The magpies.
Good design.
So these boys at Tamworth Surf Club, right, they are just crushing it right now.
They are.
Their merch is on point.
It's hot.
And we even discussed before this that we might have to do an on-call podcast down at the Peel River with the boys.
With the boys.
I don't know if that can happen, but we can work on that.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I'm down.
So can you tell me what inspired you to? And there must have been something because you're so consistent with your content.
Yeah.
Like what keeps you going? Because it's just hilarious and awesome. And I'm starting to see a upward trend on engagement. I've been around social media for a little while now, and I've noted that it is bloody difficult to keep people engaged. It feels effortless from outside. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, I don't know if you saw a recent post about what fuels you, Luke, and it's the unconditional love of my mother. Shout out, Annie. But I seem to have tapped. We at the Propaganda Unit. It's not just me, it's the whole team.
Yeah.
We seem to have tapped into this spirit of country, this spirit of community that we're all yearning for in the modern world. And as people get priced out, in particular of Sydney, as it becomes more disconnected, as it becomes more fragmented, as you sort of lose the third spaces, as they say, people are just going between home and work, home and work, and home and work. And where's that connection down at the pub? Where's that connection down at your local church? Where's that connection down at your Tamworth yoga studio? We have a yoga studio in Tamworth, everyone. Your great family-based gyms like the guys out of Home of Strength, for instance.
Yeah.
I think there's been a kind of tapping into that, and that's what keeps me going, I think. That other thing, and I know you shouldn't be fueled by the haters, but you know, when you get that commentary like, oh, Tamworth sucks, Tamworth, it's just the fattest town, it's just 4 McDonald's, and when you do see that constant slander, you kind of want to break that mold, break that stereotype, and be like, hey, this is actually what it's like on the ground. We're more than that. Let me show you. Let me bring you along for the ride. And it's just, I mean, you use the word effortless. It's just day to day. It's just what I do. Like I've just got a camera hanging off my back, and that's all it really is. I'm just documenting the day to day of living in Tamworth to try and show people, because I've been telling people for many years and they don't believe me. So I'm going to show you what it actually looks like here, and that's kind of what motivates me.
Love that, mate. I love that. And there's a few points there that you mentioned. I think the day in the life of is really popular in today's world. It's authentic. It's not polished. It's just, this is a day in the life of. And you made comments around that society, or you might have mentioned society, but I think that's what I took from it, has become fragmented. I've seen that just in my job since COVID. So
Yes.
when everything was boom, shut down, everyone was really fend for themselves, protect your families, and you know, I don't think we completely recovered from that. I think that society still has that sort of shadow of this happened, but how often do people really talk about it?
Yeah, true.
It's almost like COVID happened,
Yeah.
and then it left, and everyone's happy for it to be gone and doesn't want to discuss what
We don't talk
happened.
about it anymore.
But there's so much stuff there, and I hate to be a conspiracy theorist, right? But
Go on.
go on. But like, what the hell happened? Like, you know, I've never really felt the government was, you know, Big Brother. But I feel like it sort of Big Brothered a lot at that point in time. And now, I suppose, as part of the fragmentation, I think that people's, I wouldn't say respect, but probably confidence in government, confidence in authority has really waned a little bit. I think people are sort of very much fragmented in that sense.
Yeah.
Very serious topic.
Very serious topic.
But we're seeing just in the real estate, people wanting to text or email, not wanting to get over the phone.
Yeah.
We're getting a lot of that. Everything in writing, because everyone's a bit sort of on edge about, you know, and we're in a world of litigation now.
Okay.
And we this time last year I was in Vegas with a couple of the boys at football, and I hope that we don't end up like this, but every second billboard in Vegas was, have you been sued, or have you been unlawfully X or Y or Z? I hope that's not us in 100 years.
Yeah.
But the confidence in the world has shifted and changed. I think people now need a bit of a laugh, and they're happy to sort of bring everything back together. That's probably the long version of, I think your content is hitting the nail right on the head. And I personally can't wait for the next video to come up.
That's very cool.
I absolutely love people that don't take things too seriously.
Yeah.
Life's serious enough. And I think that a lot of people are seeing your content like a bit of escape. And what do you think? Do you feel that way? I suppose I'm voicing how I feel about your content.
Yeah.
But it's very perspective based.
Yes, it is. Yeah. I mean, I guess what I can add to it is that I have a lot of fun making it. It's a nice little creative outlet for me. And again, it's just that fusion, because I really love this town and I love this community. And it's that combination of showcasing that along with doing stuff that I wouldn't usually do in my day-to-day, like coming on a podcast with Mark Sleeman, or running between the 4 McDonald's, just to contrast our infrastructure versus the fast food outlets, and just mixing it up a little bit. And I have this little brain that's whirring all the time, and these little jokes that come in, and I laugh at my own jokes because I think I'm funny. But I kind of have an avenue now where I can share it, and obviously there's couple of people out there that enjoy it as well. So
Yeah.
that's kind of how I.
Have you had any that didn't enjoy it? Because it's hard. I'm a fan, so
Okay.
I mean, a host of a podcast, I suppose, is meant to be quite in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm not. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Have you had any people sort of any kickback? Because a lot of people do. They might potentially want to do what you do, or some version of that, whether it be for work or for home, or someone likes cooking, or they might want to do something, right?
Yeah.
But they're worried about people, the backlash, or
Yeah.
people being, Have you had any of that?
I've observed an arc. Basically, it started out, I'm like, this is Tamworth, it's great. Movie,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
And then the first few videos are like, Tamworth sucks, it's all the same tropes that you hear over and over again. And
Gotcha.
the sort of army came out that want to punch down on what is a pretty easy target, which are regional towns. But then I kind of was seeing this trend where people would direct message me and say, this is kind of cool, I like Tamworth too, go you. And there's almost, I don't want to, borrow too much from, I think it was either Nixon or Reagan, I can't remember, but, this silent majority out there that are perhaps a little bit embarrassed to come forward and say this town is actually great.
Yeah.
And I'd love to see, and I am seeing those sentiments move from my DMs into the public comment space.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, there's this crowd there that are too shy for whatever reason. And you don't have to glaze on Tamworth as hard as I do. It's pretty cringe sometimes. But there is this crowd out there that do really like it here, and I'm like, yeah, cool. I'm picking up what this guy's putting down. That's kind of what I observed.
Very unique to you being able to have that benchmark of, these guys used to inbox me, now they're getting a little more confident about their position on the matter, and then bringing it into more of a public space, like a comment. They might be liking it more often. And I think that's probably what indirectly I was saying, I've seen this momentum build. And yeah, it's obvious to anyone that's listening, and I'm sure you'll have a huge following listening to this right now. From the Tamworth propaganda unit, we need to mobilise. Yeah, and Mum, Hala, love you very much. Thank you. Please share this. Like, you've got a better following than PRD Tamworth, so please share this. Do you remember your first video? Do you remember your first video, and do you remember at like an aha moment when you felt, this might actually connect with people?
Yeah, so it all started with the cycling crew that I go out with on a Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And I was seeing that it's a really good cycling town. It's a really good ride with really good people, and we go fast, and it's competitive and it's fun. And I just wanted to share that a bit with the world, because I've seen a bit of the cycling culture around Australia, and people they were responding mostly to the environment, also the characters in the bunch, but the environment, saying like, these wide open roads, and if you go at 6 a.m, there's barely any cars, and these guys don't even have to stop for a stop sign, they don't have to stop for a traffic light, it's just one continuous loop out to Tingle and back. And I saw people vibing with that, and then it sort of built from there. And it's good to, if anyone's thinking about putting out their own content, just do it. Like, it's so fun to look back on how bad your first videos are, because I look at my first Worlds recap and it's just trash, but it's all about learning by doing, I think. And then I just sort of picked up on that sentiment that people are digging the environment. I'm like, well, if I can show you the cycle that we do on a Saturday morning out to Kootenay, why don't I show you the rest of this place? And then it just kept picking up from there. The other one, the one that really took off, was Christmas Eve. There was the video of everyone backed up on the M1.
Oh, yes.
I'm sitting there, I was riding around Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's this beautiful golden sunrise, and I'm out here on my bike, on my own. It doesn't have to be like that, people. Like, let me just, this is, we're living in the same timeline, but having very different experiences, right? And that was the first one that really took off.
Yeah. I think that your combo with the trending tunes at the time as well, and the clearly truthful imagery with the message, is just what makes it fun. makes it fun, but there is so much truth to it. I personally love your real estate content. I don't like it, I love it. It's just so funny / accurate. And the funny / accurate is so real right now. Like you've got the boys from Batuta Advocate, for example, where they might post an article and people are like, hey, aren't you guys meant to be satirical? Like it just feels that way. And I think that's that really cool Aussie humour as well. We don't want taking the piss out of a few things, and that's okay. We're very relaxed as a nation. We probably shouldn't be too relaxed about holding, say, 20 days worth of fuel in our country, and she'll be right, mate. But you know, that's something. Hey, I'm not in politics, so I can say what I like on things like this. And if I get cancelled, that's fine. How can you get cancelled off your own podcast, right? Yes. Right? We can do that, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. We might lose our major sponsor. By the way, I should probably take a moment to thank our major sponsor, PRD Tamworth and Liverpool Plains. Shock horror. Those guys decided that they would support me along the way, which is absolutely wonderful. Don't look into who's in the leadership arc there at PRD Tamworth and Liverpool Plains, but thank you, nonetheless, to PRD Tamworth and Liverpool Plains. And a big thank you to the boys from Tamworth Surf Club. What a fantastic... I'm going to have to go and buy some more merch for this podcast. And Luke from Tamworth here showing off this fantastic outfit. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
I've got a question for you. Now, you mentioned your mum.
Yes.
I love my mum. You obviously love your mum. We share that in common. So can you tell me more about your real life inspiration that you have? So I'm assuming mum is one of those.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, she is. She is. For those of you that don't know, Mum, Ernie Anderson recently nominated or featured, I think, in a publication for International Women's Day with the community organising that she does. So,
fantastic, mate. So she's big in the community too?
Yeah, she's a bigger social media fan than me.
Oh.
Give her a follow, Ernie Anderson, on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, I think, as well.
We're going to make that happen for sure.
Follow. And she just has this capacity to draw people together. So it's this really chill, activity group, and they go for walks and they go for bike rides and stuff. And again, it's part of that active Tamworth living that I'm really passionate about, to dispel, I'm not being flippant about the health statistics, I'm not being flippant about the real public health issues that are there, but I do want to show you that there are avenues to live an active, healthy, fulfilling lifestyle in this way. There's infrastructure to do it, and there's community to do it as well. Yeah. And Mum's group is just one example of that.
Oh, mate, can't wait to look that up. So to join that group, is it for anyone that would like to be active?
I think so. I think so. Fitness, Fun and Friendship on Facebook. Look that up.
Fitness, Fun and Friendship.
Fitness, Fun and Friendship. Triple F. Mum's always got her DMs open. She'll sort you out.
Oh, that's great, mate.
You'll be walking around town having a great time.
That's great. Well, that's another example of a beautiful person looking to put the pieces back together. One person at a time in our community. I think a lot of people also probably share the sentiment around shouldn't lump in a lot of people. This is my view.
Yeah.
I struggle with getting motivated to exercise on my own.
Yes.
And having a group, whether it's the bike group, whether it's FFF, or whether it's joining a OzTag, I think you can get some version of the better version of yourself when you're in a group like that. Make a couple of mates. It's not just getting some exercise, but there's that social component. Do you agree with that?
I agree. We were all made for fellowship in whatever way. We're social creatures. We don't survive on our own. And because the roughest thing you can do is to be cast out from your community, basically.
Isolated.
Isolated, yes, absolutely. And I think fitness is just one of those realms where you do need to lean on other people for accountability, to keep you showing up, to always seek out the best version of yourself. Because if you rely too much, you just start believing your own nonsense, and then it just spirals from there.
Yeah, or even worse, the algorithms get you.
That's true. You will find connection somewhere, whether it's through Zuckerberg's algorithm or through real life.
Yes. I think group settings are cool. You might be pleasantly impressed with who you meet, and the social component of exercise is probably underrated.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's underrated. Being part of a team. And I haven't been in a team sport for a while, but when my son started playing for the Mushies.
Yes, up the Mushies.
Up the Mushies. Yeah. Now, I've got to be really careful because I played 8 years as a North Companion as a kid.
Really?
I know, there's a bit of drama there. But I've got love for both clubs.
Okay.
Love for both clubs.
Yeah.
It was just a good mate of mine, Glenn McKnight Science.
Oh, yes, yeah.
He's an absolute legend, and I just asked him, hey, where are the boys playing? And he said, come Friday.
Yeah.
Took the kid down there. Don't realise, being out of the loop, going back into the loop, how many people in our community connect at things like that.
Absolutely.
So loving that connection. And you've got some history in the football world as well.
Yes. I was coached up by Alf Small at Hillview Rovers.
Yeah.
A few seasons there.
Yes.
Very unsuccessful campaigns every single year. I do remember getting dominated by North and OVA Mushies.
Yeah,
and most other teams. But, it teaches you resilience, it teaches you how to lose every week by 10 goals.
Yeah, got you. Well, look, my perspective of soccer as a kid was a very long perspective. Long by being I was the goalkeeper.
Yes.
Because that was as good as my cardio got. And the balance of my team absolutely smashing it. We had Josh Perrizzolo and Harry Young and a couple of the kings of Tamworth now, big Tamworth names in the football world. I would at times be at the halfway line. I'd get the medal at the end of the season saying, we won, premiership, fantastic. And I had to probably save 3 goals the whole season. And I think I missed 2 of the 3. And so it was sort of, I was the worst player on the best team. It's probably the best way of doing it. But you know what? Still counts.
Still counts. He's got medals, I don't.
It still counts. But the Hillview Rovers, were they white and green back in the day? That was their colours?
That was our colours.
Hillview Rovers, yeah. Hillview as a suburb, to throw a bit of real estate. Whoa. It is absolutely going berserk.
What's the growth on Hillview, Mark?
We're at now $2.5 million at least for your average 3-bedroom home in Hillview, and it's on the rise.
Yes.
It's on the rise. But in all seriousness, $500,000 or $600,000 we're selling houses in Coaldale.
Okay.
So Coaldale is the number 1 place to live in town. Yeah, believe it or not.
On the road.
Whilst we're speaking of Abby, I just got a look from Abby. Yeah. This is the fun podcast, this one. So I can be serious with the others, right? I don't know. First time. Let's go. But across the board, we're seeing growth in Tamworth. And success leaves clues.
Yes.
But I love Tamworth as a town, like you, and I think it's a great place to live, like you. There is a fundamental undersupply. When I started selling real estate 17 years ago, every second mum and dad was like, oh, do we build, do we buy? Because it was about the same.
Yeah.
And they would build a couple of houses to rent out, and that's what they would do. Now, you need Trump's bank account to build a place in town, and we're seeing a lot of that new construction really dipping away.
Yeah.
So from a Tamworth propaganda unit perspective,
Yes.
how do you reckon you can help me in getting a few more houses built here in Tamworth?
That's a big ask for a lowly journalist to solve the housing supply problem.
And this wasn't on the hey man, I might talk about this
that
I gave you beforehand. So
unsolicited question.
and you can hit me back with one of those too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I'll butcher it.
Good.
So
well, I guess
It's important to know the limits of your expertise.
Okay.
And I would outsource this to our wonderful counsellors and outsource this to our wonderful politicians and decision makers.
I like that.
I'll be guided by you guys.
Yes.
I'll just send the message.
Noted with thanks. Gotcha. If any of our counsellors are listening to this podcast, Luke from Tamworth is watching. And
Listening.
we are listening. And we are actually not too far away from us. They're on one of the floors of the leader building.
Yeah.
But the guys are doing a pretty good job with what they have. But we just need more houses, mate.
Yeah.
Like, gosh.
Well, I think we have some important guests coming up that could answer those questions for you.
Yes.
If you'd like to tease that, I don't know if that's public knowledge.
Yeah.
I'll leave that with you.
Well, just in case if they listen to this and go, hell no, I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
So but guys, if you're listening, there are some very important guests coming on. Not as important as the guest I have on right now, so I'll leave it at that. But the creative process, content creation, one thing that I'm absolutely horrible at.
Yes.
Not
yes, like you're like.
Yes, you're like, yes, I'm sick of your videos and please stop. Please stop. Yes, absolutely. And so tell me a bit about your creative process, the nuts and bolts, because your videos just feel so seamless. And I know with my short amount of knowledge around content creation, it's not seamless. You have to really put effort in.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, mate. I kind of split it into these two buckets almost. There are the reels that do take a bit of time and effort between recording and editing, and that's kind of your the bike ride recaps, the Macca's run, this kind of longer form content. A lot of the stuff is remixing already polished reels to hit the Tamworth target demographic. So they're quick, low effort. Throw it into trial reels, see if anyone loves it, move it into the main feed if it's any. That's kind of the process.
Sorry, buddy. When you said you'll try it out, then move it into the main feed, what does that mean?
So Instagram will provide an avenue to upload a reel into the trial reels.
Trial reels?
I've
never heard of that before.
Here we go. That is only shown to non-followers, so it's a really good experimentation ground before you present it in your main feed to your try and test audience. So that's kind of where I throw all the experimental stuff, see what sticks, and then if it does stick, move it across.
Got you. Okay. Very cool. And you're using some already made reels and then slicing them and dicing them and then popping them on the trial reel space.
Yeah.
If you're getting that engagement, then moving it over into your main space. Gotcha.
So I'll go through and just, in half an hour, remix together 5 or 6 really low effort trial reels, put them out into the world, see what works, and then move it across into the main feed.
Gotcha. Very interesting, mate. Very interesting. The one thing that I'm seeing grow both personally and professionally and being used more often is artificial intelligence in all aspects of tech. I'm even starting to see now, even at work, where I've been ChatGPT'd. I'll send an email out to a contractor, and then I get this email back, and I'm like, mate, you did not say that. Like, that is not. Like, they've got 3 teeth in their face, and they've given me an essay, from the Gospel of the Third.
Yes.
And that's a very extreme example. But is that backfiring? Like, is that AI backfiring because people have a lack of trust already?
I think it kind of the way I've sort of reflected on it, just in this little bit of content creation, is that it gives a really good opportunity to separate you from the AI slop that does exist. So there's, we're flooding our social media with this AI generated stuff, but I don't think there's an AI bot that can do a 15k run between the 4 McDonald's and Tamworth. So it's a real opportunity to find your unique voice and find your niche. And I guess that's going to apply for the foreseeable future. What are the things that what is the value that you can provide as a human being that AI can't, and that's where you need to slot yourself into the various parts of the market or the workplace or whatever it may be.
That sounds fantastic. Like everything that's new and flash and exciting, we can build an over-reliance on it over a period of time. Suck us in, we'll overuse it, and it might become a problem later down the track. A lot of the employment podcasts that I'm listening to, and there's risks associated with AI, and a lot of that comes down to the fundamentals of if you have a job that doesn't require face-to-face,
Yes.
or something being done physically. So that's a number of jobs.
Yeah.
And they used professional services, which is one of my industries, as one of the heaviest hit, because what is customer facing could be 20% of your role. The 80% of the role, with the way artificial intelligence is going, we can't discern the difference between a human bot or a bot. And that's interesting. So I liked your comment around finding something that AI can't do.
Yeah.
That's how we add value. That's how we stay relevant. And that's how we stay, so we don't get Ubered, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Tell the propaganda unit, dropping some truth. Dropping some, man, this feels like therapy. This feels like actually the lounges and sort of the nice leafiness in between two phones. Yeah, we can. Okay, all right. I've got to mix up the questions to maybe Zach Galifianakis it a little bit. Well, the balance of the questions that I have here is there's probably one big one that I want to ask you. When you look back at the content you've created over the years, is there a legacy that you want to leave? And this is probably, like, you're so early in all this fantastic stuff, but have you ever sort of daydreamed about, okay, well, one day, when we're old farts and we're down at the pub and we're talking smack together, is there a legacy that you want to leave for the propaganda unit?
Oh boy, the legacy of the Tamworth propaganda unit. I'm not sure I take it seriously enough to, well, I do take it seriously, but I think about it 30, 40 years from now. I think in the shorter term, I would just like it to reflect the stories that exist on the ground here, while having a bit of escapism, a little bit of a laugh, a little bit of an inside joke about the various things that are there, and just really, I really would love to see the negative propaganda campaign that it's just golden guitars, that it's just for McDonald's, that it's just all of these issues that keep coming up again and again, and put the positive spin on things to show people that it's not for everyone. I agree. Gosh, that goes against the company line of propaganda, but it is a wonderful place to live, to raise your children, to grow in a community, to feel connected. It's all there. And if you're tired of a 9-minute commute, if you're tired of paying $1,000 in tolls every year for a congested road in Sydney, if you're tired of spending an extra $4K a month, ballpark figures on your mortgage, then there's opportunity out here. And look past all of the stuff that's out there, all the negativity that's out there, and have a look at this positivity. So at the end of the day, I just want it to be positive propaganda plays about the town that we all love. We all live in.
It's great. Well said. The couple of fast fire questions.
Yeah.
So whenever I've got clients, even family from Sydney come to town, they tell us that I hear the air's different. I hear it's so nice to see hills, and I'm like, we take it. you look at the north and east Tamworth Hill, right? Up to the lookout. We see it, out in Coody, the beautiful air, you can see the beautiful pine forest, trees. You can buy a place here with a bit of space, and you don't have to sell your third born to make it happen. And, that's something that I think Tamworthians take for granted. The reason I say that is when I have clients and family come to Tamworth and they go, this just feels good, feels great. And they work out that you're 5 minutes from anywhere at any time. And to get to the furthest residential subdivision in Tamworth takes you 10 minutes.
Nice.
And this is something that is normal for us.
Yeah.
For them, 10 minutes is getting from their house to the nearest freeway, and then it's an hour to get wherever they need to go. That's interesting. Do you hear that? Sometimes do your people that reach out to you say things like that?
Well, it's good that you bring it up, because I did the maths the other day actually, and if you compare a Tamworth commute with a Sydney commute, average, you're getting 20 extra days of your life per year that you would otherwise be sitting in traffic.
20 extra days.
That's
3 weeks.
that's extra. That's your block of annual leave just in sitting in traffic.
Well, so if I'm
getting fact checked.
I'm whipping the phone out. No. So if we say 3 weeks times, what's the average life expectancy?
Oh.
Let's just assume, obviously, you can't drive as a toddler. So let's work out. So when you get your driver's license at 17, you're allowed to drive from Lebanon the minute you can look over the wheel. the wheel. So you're right there. As long as you've got the AK in the back seat, you're right. So we've got 80 minus 70. Let's assume people make it to 80. I think I reckon I'll get murdered before then. But we're 63. 63 years, and we're saying, so 3 weeks in a year, that's 189 weeks that you spend in a car. You could be here in Tamworth enjoying 189 weeks divided by 52. Oh, is it 152? How do we do that? So 52 divided by 180. Abby, help, I did something on the fly. So there's 189 weeks. What's that?
Lots of time. It's lots of time. That's what it works out to be.
It's 3.6 years. So
what would you do with another 3.6 years?
You're spending in your lifetime 3.5 years in the car or move to Tamworth.
Or move to Tamworth. It's a binary decision.
Yeah.
There's no nuance here. It is a binary decision.
One or the other, ladies and gentlemen. I was going to go somewhere there, but Abby said, she just said, don't do it. Don't do it. First podcast, don't get cancelled on your first podcast. I've tried to my absolute best to keep the swearing down. I swear like a trooper when I'm in a relaxed environment, so I'm actually very proud of myself.
Oh, very well proud.
Couple of quick fast fire questions for you. So, you grew up in town? Because you always have these really cool clips about things that I remember as a kid that I freaking love.
Nostalgia baby.
Oh, mate. Yes. Yeah. And there's a couple of really cool pages now that are 2000s babies pages on Instagram or whatever it is, and they play some music growing up, or they show you some really cool things that aren't around anymore. So I thought we'd rattle off a few of those here today. For those nostalgia babies that are listening and watching, Luke from Tamworth, I'm going to kick it off. Skate Haven.
Skate Haven. How many birthdays did you have at Skate Haven, Mark?
Mate, I lived there. I skate Haven. I couldn't skate.
Yeah, I was going to ask you.
I was a little chubby kid that was spending more time on the ground than on the skates, but loved it. Yeah. How many birthday parties do you think you frequented?
I frequented a lot.
Yeah.
It would feel like every second weekend or so you'd be at someone's birthday party there.
That was the spot. Yeah, that was the spot.
Skate Haven. They've got storage facilities now. That's
it's a storage facility.
I think it might be.
I should know that.
You should, yeah.
It's industrial, commercial real estate, but I choose not to.
Yeah,
And I'll
good.
explain why.
Yeah.
Because it is. I don't care if you want to stack boxes in that thing. It is not an industrial unit. It is skate haven. It is skate haven. Now you can bastardize it as much as you want. And apologies if one of my clients is actually the owner of that asset today. Please listen to the disclaimer at the end of this video that will indemnify everything I say in this podcast. But skate haven, skate haven.
It is. It always will be skate haven.
Something else that will always be what it is. And
Yeah.
I drive past it and I actually at times tear up.
Go
Pizza Hut, Bridge Street.
on. Oh, Mark. Wasn't ready for that.
No. R.I.P. R.I.P. Yeah, what I would give to just eat pasta at Pizza Hut again. What I would give.
Yeah.
What I would give to eat that random jelly thing that they had that I have no idea what it is. Whatever that was. What I would give to have that again.
Yeah.
100% plastic in that, but you know, I need that again in my life.
Mr. Hart, if you're listening, can you tell us what the jelly is?
Mr. Hart, bring it back. I'm not going to ugly laugh on this podcast. It's not going to happen, especially that this is visual and audio.
Can I hear you off?
Yeah, go.
I was running from West Town McDonald's to North Town McDonald's.
Okay.
Civic Video. The old Civic
Oh,
Video.
mate.
Oof. Oof.
Yes.
You'd like, do I risk it with a new release? Am I going to get it in back on time? Do I have time to watch it tonight? Or am I going to get hit with the late fees?
Yeah.
What's going on? Or do I just say that weekly is cheaper? Wednesday weekly, $2 weekly. I remember that.
I'm glad they folded before I took mine back because I still probably got it outstanding account. I reckon for every mark in every community, they could probably revive it based on our overdue costings. So if anyone's here from Civic Video, I'll give you the idea. You'll probably be able to go back to public, but you can't. My debt's got to be wiped. Yeah, it's got to be wiped. You know, Video Easy.
Video Easy.
Video Easy on Marius Street on the corner. It was on the corner of. It was where the tobacco.
The ex-tobacco is called.
Yeah. What?
Oh.
What happened? What are you talking about? This town needs more tobacco shops. What they're taking them out? What?
It's gone.
Well, if I go up to the farm for a shot, I want to have a durry. Like that's.
It used to be so convenient because you had your tobacco vapes and then your alcohol next door, and then the Catholic Church across the road.
That's to wash the sins of yeah, that's right. The sins of the day. Speaking of sins.
No, don't say those sins. Sorry, go on.
The Imperial Hotel.
Oh.
We need the Impy back. Speaking of sins, that is just. It's not on. It's not on.
It's just sitting there. It's begging someone to.
Now I do know the owners there, and I know they're doing the absolute best. And if there's anyone to do anything there, it's them. These guys are very, very good operators. But I don't think they'll take my advice on what I want back. I want the sticky floors.
Oh, very sticky.
I want the walking into the bathroom, potentially human rights breach. I want. What else? I want the $4.50 rum and cokes in a plastic cup. That's what I want.
That's culture.
Now I'm going back to now 2000. I'm showing my age. That's a 2008 DJ Slim. Believe it or not. Now, did you know?
Go on.
Did you know? And you won't believe me. I used to DJ at the Imperial.
I actually believe you. 100% believe you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was frequented by the Goodies. We used to do a few there, and Walshy, my barber. Shout out to Andrew Walsh, Vogue, great guy. And thank you for not kicking me out on occasion. Truly appreciate that. But so I used to DJ at the Goodies, the Impy. I remember a huge brawl at the Imperial One Country Music.
No.
I got to call
No
that
brawls
to
at the
DJs.
No.
Mate, there was never a brawl.
No.
The Impy was not known for brawls.
No, thank you.
It is actually one of the safest venues Don't
Now that it's
listen to
closed.
this negative propaganda. Do not. Tama's propaganda unit, we need your help.
I can only do so much.
Yes. But yeah, no, did you have a run when you went out on the town? Did you have like a where you went and
Yeah.
we had a system, but I'll be your system.
I used to like, keep it pretty central.
Yeah.
Tamworth Hotel. Oh, it's actually a bit out of order. Tamworth Hotel goodies when you wanted to get like pretty fancy and have a good cocktail, and then finish the night at the Imperial Hotel. That was kind of the.
Okay.
It does involve an uphill walk, but.
Okay. Yeah, no, we were very similar to that actually. We started at Diggers because they were
Oh yeah.
cheap drinks.
Yeah.
18, 19.
Yeah.
I was packing tiles in a warehouse for a few years. So that's why when I have a tough day in real estate, I just remember how hot it was in my dad's warehouse packing tiles. I'm like, no, everything's going to be okay. I'm happy. I'm happy not to be packing tiles. But in leading, didn't have a lot of cash to throw around, right? Especially to impress girls at that time. But we started at the Wests. Cheap drinks, have a few drinks, enjoy that, then we move on to the Goodies. The Goodies, one of the best establishments, and gosh, look at it now. It's almost like a time capsule.
Yeah. Like the couches are still in there.
I want to break.
Still got all the furniture.
Do you want to break in after this?
No comment.
Okay. I mean, no, we're not going to break in. See, I can't do anything. I'm too honest. Real estate agents are too honest. We're just too honest. I mean, great pick up that. Yeah. Goodies to the Tamworth. Tamworth for a couple of drinks. Then Imperial.
Yes. That's
Imperial's always where it ends.
That's good.
Now, once you're finished up at the Impy,
Yes.
what's the next steps?
Home to bed.
Okay.
To be a responsible human being.
All right. Okay. You're a better man than I was. It depended on the outcomes of the evening. However, if the outcome was like 98% of the outcomes of the evening, we would end up walking back over the bridge to grab a random pizza at a servo. The servo is still there near the bridge. I don't know whether they're still doing those random pizzas where you don't know whether they've been there for 2 minutes or 32 hours, but they're there. That was the spot. That was the spot. And then if you didn't get stabbed or mugged on the way back, you'd end up back at your beautiful home, have a nice bed. But that's nostalgic.
That is nostalgic.
That is nostalgic. And I think there'd be plenty of people listening to this right now, either on a treadmill or putting their kids to bed going, I could do another night at the MP. I could do another night at the MP.
Shout out in the comments below where your pub run was circa this era.
Yeah,
we'd love to know.
detail.
We'd love to
detail.
Detail.
Detail preferred.
Yeah.
The Regency Cinema.
Oh, Mark, it's just a pigeon farm now. It's just a pigeon farm.
The Tamworth Pigeon Farm.
Pigeon farm.
We have a
That's
pigeon
one
farm.
for the propaganda.
That's
The pigeon industry.
the pigeon. The pigeon industry is thriving in
Yeah,
Tamworth.
we're the backbone. The Regent Centre is the backbone of modern day carrier pigeon industry.
So I've heard they built Biata for the pigeons. They built a $500 million plant, not just for the chickens, but for the pigeons. We've got too many pigeons. We've decided that we're now going to be a French cuisine capital of the world, and that's what we're doing.
Let's go.
I watched all my Harry Potter films at that beautiful place.
It's like, jokes aside, it is a beautiful building from it's beautiful. The design on it with the two massive staircases down the side and the grand ballroom entrance.
Yeah.
Cinema One, yeah.
What was your favourite movie
Well,
as a kid?
I think my first proper adult movie was Gladiator with Russell Crowe. I think all of my mates went to watch it and I was not quite feeling up to it. I wasn't feeling quite brave. So I took mum along and got her to cover my eyes with the scary.
That's good.
But that was the first proper, and beyond the PG sort of rating system. That was the first one. Cinema One.
That's an absolute classic. Yeah. Have you seen the second one?
I
haven't. Any good?
Oh, mate, good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like everything.
Yeah.
You're never going to be the
No.
first. And I don't think sort of people expect the second to be great.
Yeah.
Like, to be better, sorry.
Yeah.
It's good in its own way.
Yes.
Okay. And what are some other films like that? Where they had a really cracker and then they've had one come after it. And they,
Like, I think of the reverse step, where the sequel is better than the original.
Yeah.
That's Terminator.
yeah.
Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Yes.
Better than the original.
Transformers. Megan Fox Transformers.
Mm.
That was, by far, the best. And they've tried to do better. And somewhat, the CGI in the first one feels better than the others.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Hard to say.
Yeah.
Hard to say.
Well, we've got a little bit more time left. How much time have we got? Where are we at?
57 minutes.
We're at 57 minutes. Let's round it up to an hour
Yeah, okay.
for our first podcast.
Yeah.
One best and final memory of Tamworth growing up.
We really hit all the big ticket numbers.
We have,
Yeah, Easy.
Yeah,
Video.
Yeah.
Pizza Hut. I'm just working my way down Bridge Street actually.
Pizza Bridge Street is where the action happens.
Tamworth's busiest street.
It is.
Tamworth's busiest street.
Yeah.
That's further sign.
There you go. What about some things that I've got one. You got one?
You go first.
Scully Pool.
Yes. Oh, it's really water slide.
Yeah.
It's really fun water slide.
Yeah. I don't know how no one fell off that thing.
How has no one fallen off that thing? Like, the kids used to really push it. Like, we'd be like, how long can you run and stay upright
Yeah.
until you get to that first corner?
How like when you drive past it, right? How did no one fall off it?
It's really one of those sort of structural masterpieces.
Yes, it is. It should be heritage listed in my opinion.
Heritage Australia.
If you're listening,
If you're listening.
we know you're listening.
Tell us
Heritage
if
Australia.
you're listening.
That we want the Scully Park slide to be heritage listed, and preserved for all future generations.
Remain functional. Can't be one of those decorative things. You must still be able to.
No. Yes. What else we got? We've got the nostalgic memories of our time. I've still got my whole base set Pokemon card set.
Do you really?
Yeah, I loved it. I had 6 cards that when things popped off, that random time called COVID where everyone spent a lot of time at home and we started revisiting things that we... So I then looked at my Pokemon card set and went, I'm missing 6. And then spent a stupid, ungodly amount to complete the set.
Yeah, right.
But it's completed and I love it.
Wow.
I love looking at it. But I loved Pokemon as a kid. Were you a Pokemon guy?
A big Pokemon guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you still got your base set?
I was like, the cards kind of eluded me,
Okay.
but the Game Boy with the link
Game Boy
cable,
and Pokemon Red. Let's go.
battling, trading, the ones that would only evolve if you traded.
You still got your Game Boy?
I don't still have a Game Boy, no.
I've got to ask Mum if she's still got my Game Boy.
I hope so.
I've got kids now that are Game Boy age.
Yeah.
They're so spoiled, mate. Like,
Yeah.
the Game Boy.
Game Boy Color.
You had to watch that, right? Now they've got these things that.
Yeah.
Game Boy. Do you remember getting the Tarzos in the packaging?
Yes. They got banned from school pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Just fights breaking out of stealing Tarzos.
Which school did you go to?
I was a Hillview.
You're a Hillview boy.
Yeah.
Did you guys? What about secondary?
Secondary Farah.
Farah boy.
Yeah.
Did you guys have like a vendo at Farah?
Like a
Vending machine?
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I was the last year 7 year at McCarthy, or it was Rosary College back then.
Yeah.
So out past Coaldale.
Yes.
That it's looking beautiful right now.
Yeah.
It's
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
It's looking beautiful right now. Yeah.
One man's beauty is another man's.
If you're not familiar with the old Rosary College, it is a sight to be seen. And it's been like that for a number of years.
Yeah.
And so we were the last year that they were happy for us to be operating under there before they moved to the Tribe Street campus.
Yes.
And so that it was all earmarked for demolition due to the asbestos. So they were okay. Teachers were okay with us being a little rough around the edges at that place in the last year. And but there was a vendor there. But then I think it was when the health thing started coming into play, and so as year 8s, we moved to the new campus, and there was no more junk food and soda and all those things. Soda, oh my gosh, what is happening to me? I've been listening to too much soda pop. Yes, my daughter loves, and look, when I say my daughter, I actually.
It's good. The songs are good.
Man, the songs are great.
The animation's good. The storyline's good. Like,
I'm the only one in my team that appreciates that.
really?
Yeah, my team is tasteless.
Yeah.
They don't understand.
I don't know your team, but they're tasty.
Yeah, we can go up and tell them that soon. While blaring soda pop when we walk in. Yeah, they don't understand the Honmu. They don't understand anything.
I don't understand the
I can't believe them.
Who's going to protect the Honmu?
I don't understand. Yeah, look, it's one of those things. We had a sales fun day. We all got to put a song on the bus. And I put, I put on, right? That's, I love my K-pop. And
Who doesn't?
And I got shamed.
Really?
Yes, yeah, I got shamed. And you know what? I'm a little less K-pop now.
Really?
But it's coming back. I'm going to make sure it happens.
Good.
I'm not going to let that.
Don't let that happen.
No, I'm not going to let it happen. Yes,
You've got the Sergeant Boy spirit about you. Like,
You reckon? Yeah, the Sergeant. I love the Sergeant Boys.
Yeah.
I don't like them formally.
I've never met them.
Never met them personally. It's not personal, but I do like their songs. Sergeant Boys. Yes, yeah. Well, mate, I think we're pretty.
On that note.
Yeah. I think we're pretty.
What a wonderful place to wrap up.
I want for everyone to. I really enjoyed this podcast, but I'd love for you to, if you feel that Luke from Tamworth should be having more of a resident spot over the coming months and year, then just drop it in the comments. Just say, hey, look, I want to hear a bit more from Luke from Tamworth because you know what? I am, I'll kidnap him. And we'll once every quarter or once every half year have the guy back in because I freaking enjoyed hanging out with you today, mate. And on behalf of the viewers and listeners, big thank you for coming on.
It's my absolute pleasure. And if you hated it, drop it in the comments as well because it's all engagement. It all drives engagement. So tell us what you think.
Yes, yeah. If you hate us, tell us. We will really enjoy it. All the best, team. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.